Look who we have here. We're gonna get him in trouble. Why do you have all those shadow parts on you? Like shadow hat, shadow shirt? You just like a shadow groupie?
I'm under contract.
Shadow group contract. Look at that. Hey, a lot of you guys go, hey dude, the director fork. Let's talk about it. Guys, we're gonna talk about the director fork then.
Does that make you the director?
You're the director, aren't you?
Technically.
Yeah. So direct me, director.
Well, talk about the erection that it has.
So, some of you guys are looking at over there, you guys are like, hey dude, that is the Odyssey flatware. So just in case some of you guys are curious what that subscriber is talking about, the Odyssey flatware. Do we, you know what? No, we sold it. So Odyssey made a line of flatland parts called it flatware. And they did make a fork that looks somewhat like this, that was straight up and down. And it's called the flatware. But guys, this is not the Odyssey flatware. This is the director fork. And the difference with this is that the flatware was a 0 offset fork. What that means is, if you look at the Odyssey right here, the current fork, the R32. You guys ever curious what the hell all these numbers on the Odyssey fork is? Do I have, I don't have the 25, but all the numbers on the Odyssey fork, it is the offset of the fork. Look at the offset. You guys see that? So this is a 32 mil offset. So what it is that center of the leg to the center of that dropout is 32 millimeter. Now they have a 25. I think we are currently sold out of the R25, but this is the R15. Kind of like I would like to call it the Jacob Cable fork. So the center here to the center of that dropout is 15 millimeter. So the flatware fork, the flatland fork, is 0. Unfortunately, I don't have one, but imagine if this is a 32 and this is a 15, where would the 0 be? The 0 will be right in the center, where this is at. That's 0. But guys, it is not 0, because look at this magic. Look at this sorcery. Look at this steer tube on both of these. See how they're laying flat? This one is not flat. Okay, I could hear all you guys. I could hear all you smart ass out there laughing, going, dumbass, this thing is bent. It is not bent, guys. So the fork is designed to have a 0 offset leg, but it's not a 0 offset fork, because this is supposed to be like this. Follow me, Alf. Let's get the angle. If I straighten this out, now look at that. This is the way the fork's supposed to sit. So if we were to figure out the offset of this, which, you know what, guys? Again, I'm gonna ask you guys, what is the offset if you guys remember? Judging by the R32, if you look at it, the dropout, it's about the same. Can you guys kind of see? Alf, can you get that angle goes right through it? So if this fork right here, the leg was flat like this fork is actually a 32-ish offset. Now, why did they make this fork like this, to make it look all bent? Would it be weaker because when you land, it's gonna bend out because it's raked out like that? You know what? We've sold plenty of these, and I have not ever seen one broken. Has any of you guys ever seen it broken?
Did you ever see one straight, aka bent?
You know, if I would have made that joke, all you guys, if I would have made that joke, you guys would have clowned me on that. So you know what? Screw you guys. Okay, just because I'm older, you guys are always picking on me, all right?
Get bent.
Okay, it's not, guys. Yeah, I'm not bent. Okay, shut up. Okay, you guys, unsubscribe right now. Show your love to me. Unbent.
And they go nowhere else to see you.
God damn it, you're right. Okay, fine. That was a cheap threat. So, but what the whole point of this fork is that they designed like this, so when the impact of it, the impact of the fork travel more up straight, so it has a less tendency to bend. I understand that. I understand that from a scientific point. Another thing, what you guys see here, which again is the kind of technology geek from me. If you guys notice these right here, the dropouts were cut and then welded, and then somewhere down the line, they introduced the investment cast. You guys remember that I talked about that about fork probably a year ago in one of the videos, where they did the investment cast, so there's no crack. So this whole piece right here was one whole piece. They welded right here and they machined it out. But what Odyssey did, and they were ahead of their time, was this is hollow. This dropout, as thick as you guys look at it, you go, oh my God, that must be so heavy. It's actually hollow. I don't know if Alf's out-of-date camera could see it. Do you see that kind of like the reflection? Mm-hmm. You could see where the sheet, the metal right here, and on this side, and in the center, there was actually another piece. I'm not sure if you could see that, but I could see it from here from all the grooves. But this is hollow. So this is actually very, very, very strong. And I think from that era, hey, when did this fork came out?
Like 04, 03.
Hey, Shadow Rep. My Shadow Rep. My Shadow Rep. Come on, Shadow Rep. What is it? Oh,
Somewhere 2002 through 2006 was like the different iterations of it.
I would say closer to 2006 to maybe 2010. Guys, let's take a poll. Alf's right or I'm right? What did you say? 2003? 2006? I said 2006, 2010. Sabrosa Rep. Shadow Rep.
Someone Google it.
So somebody, huh?
06.
You weren't even born yet.
So?
So during that time, Sunday had the wave frame, and they used a similar technique, similar technology in the dropout in the rear. They used a hollow dropout, which I thought was badass.
They still do it.
Did they? I thought they abandoned it.
They still do it.
They still do it? Okay, so yeah, my Alzheimer's is kicking in. I forgot. But yeah, it's super strong, guys. Believe it or not, when you tighten this thing down, I believe it's a lot stronger than the investment cast, because the investment cast is very heavy and there's weakness to that, but we'll talk about that another time. So this is very strong. I don't know how they connected it and all that, because the craftsmanship they did is really good. I can see where the weld marks are around here, but I cannot figure out how they connected it.
Looks like it's like literally shaped like that.
Right?
Put it in there, welded it, and
Exactly. You know what? I wonder if anybody from Odyssey's watching. They could kind of chime in. Hey, look at that. Where did that come from? Barney? Barney chiming in? Barney has nothing to say. Barney doesn't like
Did
me.
you like the closed
I'll get to it, man. God.
director?
Fine. I quit.
I'll be in my trailer.
Yes. So, okay, so now, after geeking out of the dropout, guys, also you guys look at this. You guys see the difference? Hey, sir, Joe V. So they did it slightly different. Instead of getting a tube like this and welding the legs on, they had this little closed capsule. Now, I think this is more for aesthetic reason. Makes it look different. I don't think it makes it any stronger. This fork was also one of the first forks to also incorporate the integrated race, which there's some company, I think a couple of them still doesn't do it. I think a lot of race companies own it, but they were one of the first one. So yeah, this is a very technological fork at the time. Very lightweight, very little welds on it. So the downfall of this is that, you know, a lot of you guys could imagine, like a lot of time it's about image. It's not about function. And it does look funky. I mean, you know, it's supposed to sit like this. So it does look like it's bent. And you know, some of the people go out there and you know they're like, hey, dude, your fork's bent, and people get hurt from it. They're like, my fork's not bent. A lot of fights were caused over this.
Would you say it was the most forward fork of its time?
There you go. So when I do, I'm sick and tired of these dad jokes that I can't get away with. Okay? Those are my jokes that you guys are using and you guys are trying to make funny out of it. Yes, they were. I step forward. but yeah, like I'm pretty sure this fork caused a lot of like you know, schoolyard fights where somebody wouldn't just stop making fun of their friend that had it.
They were also significantly more expensive at the time, remember?
You know what? You're absolutely right. I think these were close to $200 during that time.
Yeah.
So they were expensive because the technology is there, but it does look a little goofy. It does look a little goofy, and I think that's the downfall of these.
And they debuted with like Aaron Ross's bikes, remember? He had the highlighter green bikes. And
I don't remember. All I remember was that during that time when we were introduced to this thing, I liked it just because I was a nerd about it. But a lot of the guys here, I think you were working there at the time. You're like, dude,
they're funky.
You're like, dude, that thing's gross, man. That
and
time,
Banton, I used to.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a little history of it. If some of you guys in there, you guys gave me and some of the other subscriber like insight on the elementary. So yeah, that's really cool, dude. I love it. If there's anything I'm missing about this or anything else you guys want to fill in, let me know. I don't know who designed this. I can't get anybody from Odyssey to call us, even if my life depends on it and ordering parts. I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, comment and let me know and let all the other subscribers know who designed this. What information am I missing? What was the pros and cons? Anybody got good stories, horror stories about this? Comment. You guys subscribe. Why don't we do a new thing? Let's unsubscribe.
Stop saying that.
Oh hey, have you guys noticed anything different? Dude, it's the season change. Look, the wave is going the opposite way, guys. You guys know what that means. If you guys follow me.